It's time to dive beneath the surface and into the minds and hearts of your favorite celebrities and pop culture icons. Welcome to Up and Adam.
Hey guys, what's up? You're watching Up and Adam. My name's Adam Knoll, and for those of you who don't know me, I'm the guy bringing you guys all the weekly interviews and recaps from your favorite celebrities and pop culture influencers. But for those of you who do know me, you know that that's not why we're always here, right? Guys, tonight's one of those nights. Tonight we are here to recap 90 Day Fiancé The Other Way, and I can't wait. I love this time of the week. But before we get started, guys, you know how this works. If you haven't already, make sure you like this video, comment on this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell because that way you guys don't miss anything we have coming up. And we have a lot of exciting stuff coming up. So with that being said, let's get started. Okay guys, so we start off with Jenny and Sumit, and Jenny is so excited because she's like, yes, you're finally divorced and we're gonna get married. And Sumit's like, yeah, I'm divorced, but wait, I have something to tell you. My parents still said that they're not gonna approve of us getting married, that they're gonna go against us. And Jenny's like, wait, why didn't you tell me that? Sumit's like, oh, that was yesterday, so it was just a day ago. And to Jenny's defense, she's like, well, you don't think that was kind of important to tell me? But Sumit's assuring her, hey, listen, no, it's okay. We're going to get married. This is going to happen. And boom, all of a sudden COVID hits. And that's where we're at. Welcome to 2020. So COVID hits India, and now, Jenny, you wanted all this time with Sumit, and you have it. They're playing games. They're excited to just spend all this time together. But guys, we all live the same 2020. We know after a while, being stuck in the house with the same person, it gets a little bit old. Let's flip the script here and go over to Ariela and Biniyam for a second, because Ariela is a little fed up. At this point, she feels like Biniyam is working so much that he's a little bit secretive with his phone, and she doesn't trust him. There's no trust. There's no communication. And to her defense, how can you build trust without communication? Okay. Honestly, she just wants him to be home more, and she wants help with the baby. But for Biniyam, you know, the woman takes care of the baby. That's Ariela's responsibility, and he's the one who's supposed to go out and be the breadwinner. Ariela doesn't feel, you know, as confident in her decision to let Biniyam go work in this nightclub, though, when his sister shows up, and she stirred the pot for sure. Benny's sister Wish comes in and again, stirring the pot. She just says, you know, he works around a lot of beautiful women, and that's where he met his ex, and he, you know, in the club. They do a flashback to when Ari and her mom were inside the club, and he's sitting there tapping on the ex-girlfriend's butt while her body's upside down. And obviously nobody would want their spouse to be in a nightclub like this with all of these beautiful women when you just gave birth. This is probably a lot for Ariela, and I'm not going to sit there and say that she hasn't been a little bit dramatic in some of these instances, but also postpartum, just gave a baby, just had a sheep, or I'm pretty sure it was a sheep or a goat, slaughtered right in front of her. I mean, she's going through a lot, and she came from America where she's completely used to having certain luxuries that Biniyam can't offer her. So again, I'm not totally sticking up for her, but she has given up a lot to be with Biniyam. And to her defense, what is Biniyam giving up? She's continuously going through his phone, and she's just flustered. She feels like, you know, she checks it when he comes home at night. Even when he's putting on the toilet seat, she snatches it right out of his hand, and she's like, who are you talking to? She goes through the numbers, and she's like, should I call every single number in here and be like, hello, this is Biniyam's baby mama? You know, and she's losing it right now. But hopefully it's going to help because her parents are on the way. Nothing could go wrong, right? Ariela didn't want to bring the baby to the airport to meet the parents, so she ends up staying at the hotel where the parents are staying at with the baby and sends Biniyam by himself to go get them. Okay. I mean, everybody was pretty nice, cordial, I thought. I thought it was a good start, but then as soon as they get back to the place, Biniyam has to go to work. All of a sudden, he has to dip out on the very first night that the parents came in. Of course, Ariela is going to be annoyed by this. I'd be annoyed by it. But in Biniyam's defense, some people are going to sit here and comment below and say, the guy has to work, so what do you want him to do? I guess this is where you pick and choose your battle. Let's flip the script real quick and go to Brittany and Yazan. So Brittany is on her way to Jordan, okay? But not to see Yazan. So after Yazan yelled at her on the phone over the fact that he wrecked his car and he's doing all of this for her, you know, he's going against his family. He is just pretty much hitting rock bottom over here. She has no respect or care about anything that he's going through. But in Brittany's defense, she's like, hey, listen, I'm leaving everything I know in America. And if I'm going to leave everything I know to be with you, then don't shove everything down my throat extra that you're doing to be with me. Now, granted, I don't think that's the best attitude to have, but that's Brittany's attitude, and that's what we're leading with. So Brittany is still headed to Jordan, and she said, hey, listen, I bought my ticket. My girlfriend bought her ticket, so I'm not going to let this be wasted. We're going to have a bomb girls trip. This is going to be great. We're going to have the best time, and nothing could go wrong again, right? When Brittany shows up to the airport, she's ignoring Yazan's phone calls, his texts, and pretty much walks right past him, claiming she never saw him. Yazan sees her walking right to a taxi. She gets right in and heads straight to the hotel. At this point, he thinks that she's making him look like such a joke, and he's pretty mad. Again, I've had this conversation on multiple lives before, but I just don't understand what Brittany is thinking to go to a foreign country. She's playing with fire, this guy's emotions that she technically barely knows, and yeah, just what are you thinking right now, Brittany? But I guess we'll find out eventually. Honestly, in my opinion, I think that she just wanted to bring her girlfriend to Jordan, parade around dressing however she wants to dress because she knows that's going to cause attention, and she was going to make sure that she got a rise out of Yazan. The friend is actually pretty reasonable though. Brittany's friend is trying to convince her once she arrives, like, no, I want to meet Yazan. Maybe you should be more reasonable. And Brittany's like, heck no, I'm mad at him. I'm not talking to him. I'm not meeting up with him. She refuses. She's still mad. They go out to the market in Jordan, and Brittany, technically, I don't want to say she's dressed inappropriately because you can dress however you want. But for Jordan, she obviously wasn't dressed the same as everybody else, and she had people calling out at her and just kind of exactly what you would expect. It's not nice. It doesn't make it good. Doesn't make it not disgusting, but that's the reaction she got. For some reason, I feel like Brittany knows what she's doing. She knows how people are accustomed to dressing over in Jordan, and she knows that she's going to get extra attention when she's not dressing the same way. She knows this. Anybody would know this. If I walked around Jordan in a crop top, I know that I would get, yelled at or looked at funny, but who wouldn't? This is where it gets better, though. As Brittany and her friend go out drinking, they go to the bar, they're getting a little bit inebriated. She's still not dressed the most appropriate, and now it's time to call Yazan. This is like you couldn't even, I was going to say you can't make this up, but apparently they did make up a lot of their storyline, so. But what we do know is Yazan's not going to be too happy about this. One, because he doesn't like when she dresses like that, and two, he doesn't like when she drinks alcohol, so nothing could go wrong again, right? I want to flip it over to Deavan and Jihoon really quick, because this was actually a really sad episode for Deavan, and my heart was really hurt for her in this instance. Deavan had a miscarriage, and that's terrible. Deavan and Jihoon, they were expecting another baby, and I'm sure they were excited about that, because bringing in a new life, they're a little family, and it's a beautiful blessing. But unfortunately, Deavan lost the baby, and that's where we stand. And that's where we stand in this moment. Deavan said that, this miscarriage brought her and Jihoon together. It made them closer. He was super supportive of her, and she felt that. So in this instance, she was finding a positive out of a negative. And usually a lot of people don't think that Deavan is too positive. So I think the way that she was handling this was great. Now, guys, we know that Deavan is not with Jihoon anymore, and for so many reasons. They've been all over the blogs, all over YouTube, and everything has pretty much been exposed. She's moved on. In this instance, had they have not broken their NDAs, I would probably think that they had some hope. But knowing what I know, that's out the window, and I don't think that anymore, so. Jihoon's parents were also being super supportive, though. Jihoon's mom checks in on Deavan and takes her to a Korean museum. They spend the day together. They're talking a little bit. Obviously the communication is not technically all there, and there's a little bit of a struggle, but Jihoon's mom is trying, and it seems like in this instance, so is Deavan. So it was nice that they came together, and obviously this was a hard time in Deavan and Jihoon's life, but it was nice to see them share a hug and seem like they were improving. But again, NDAs were broke, and knowing what we know that there's no hope for this couple anyways. So, guys, with that being said, that was 90 Day Fiancé the other way. I don't know what to say about this. Sometimes with the pre-produced storylines and stuff, it gets a little bit too ridiculous for me, and I just have a few predictions, okay? Brittany and Yazan, that's never going to work. Ariela's going to move back to America, and she's leaving Ethiopia. Deavan and Jihoon, obviously, they didn't work. And Jenny and Sumit, please, let somebody give this up already. You're not getting married, okay? That's it. I just want to wrap that up. So guys, thank you to the angel community, Adam's Angels, for joining me tonight. You guys are the best. I just wanted to shed some light on this recap, and yeah, that's it. Guys, if you haven't already, make sure you like this video, comment on this video because I asked you a few questions, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell. That way you guys don't miss any of our future content. Bye guys, love you. Bye.
Thanks for watching Up and Adam.